Hello, CMS scholars. Today we're going to talk about seasons. Your objective is to identify characteristics of the seasons of the year. There are 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. It is a period of time that has a certain type of weather. Our tilted Earth revolves once around the sun each year. This tilt causes sunlight to fall unevenly on Earth. Imagine standing near a campfire, which represents the sun. If you tip your head toward the fire, your head becomes warm while your feet are cold. If you do the reverse and raise your feet towards the fire, your toes become warm and your head is cold. The same happens to the Earth. During summer, the northern hemisphere is tipped toward the sun, which causes more sunlight to fall intensely on areas above the equator. At the same time, the southern hemisphere is tipped away from the sun. Sunlight is spread out and less concentrated, causing frigid temperatures and winter below the equator. 6 months later, the Earth has traveled to the other side of the sun, where the northern hemisphere is now tipped away from the sun and is experiencing winter. During the spring and autumn, sunlight falls evenly on both hemispheres, and the seasons on Earth are mild. The exception occurs at the polar regions of the Earth, where sunlight is very spread out, which causes cold conditions all year long. Winter is the coldest season. Winter brings the coolest temperatures because the North Pole is tipped away from the sun. This also causes the sun to take a lower path in the sky, making daytime last only 10 hours, where nighttime can last up to 14 hours. Such coldness, there is no flowers. Tree branches are bare, and only the pine trees and evergreen shrubs offer a hint of green, unless they too are covered in snow. Most birds have migrated south for the winter, and many animals reduce their activity in winter to conserve energy, like bears. Spring is a season that gets warmer. Plants start to grow. Spring comes after the long days of winter pass. The spring sun warms the earth with slightly more daylight hours to help nature sprout new leaves on trees, produce spring flowers, and thaw frozen rivers and lakes. Spring also signals the birth of new animal babies and the migration of birds back to their regular nesting areas. With equal hours of day and night and moderate temperature, spring also brings rain. Summer is the hottest season. Summer brings hot temperatures, more flowers, and long daytime hours. With the northern hemisphere tipped toward the sun, intense rays heat up the atmosphere. The sun's path through the daytime sky is much higher and therefore takes longer before setting. Fall or autumn, the season that gets cooler. Plants start to lose their leaves. Fall brings cool, moderate temperatures with fall flowers blooming and others dying off. The days and nights are even, and the leaves change color on many trees and fall off. What we see and do changes from season to season. Seasons also bring changes on Earth. During spring, farmers plant their crops, and many homes receive a spring cleaning. With moderate, pleasant weather, picnics and outdoor sports activities increase. Spring is a time of renewal in nature, too. There is new growth on plants and trees, and new spring animal babies arrive. As the long, hot days of summer approach, vacations begin. Long jeans are changed for shorts, school is out, and trips to the pool and beaches help everyone cool off. Summer in nature is a time of growth and continued survival activities. Fall signals a time to slow down and conserve energy, with squirrels hiding nuts for winter, and leaves changing color and falling off trees ready for raking. The bounty of the fall harvest is evident at dinner tables around the world. The year ends with the frosty times of winter. We bundle up with coats and scarves, build snowmen, drink hot chocolate, and decorate the house with evergreens. Throughout the year, the seasons bring changes in nature that humans respond to. Life continues on its cycle of life, death, birth, and renewal. Now it's time for a scavenger hunt. CMS scholars, Miss Robinette here. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the seasons, like you've been studying in science. Let's look around my yard and see if we can find some of the signs of spring right now. This bed, I see a sign of springtime. I might even see more than one. Can you help me identify which one it is? That's right, flowers. Springtime. Can you guess what it is? That's right, new growth. This is an important part of springtime for this plant. Can you tell what it is? That's right, seeds. I hope you enjoyed our scavenger hunt to find signs of spring.